Hey everyone, Brendan from Goalorious, and today we're talking about Genius Coin. I've actually talked about this project in the past, but they've made some updates. There's been some things going on that have been exciting, so I kind of wanted to check in on this project. I actually had a chance to talk to them a couple weeks ago. I think there's a great team behind this project. So we're going to go over everything about this project. They've updated their white paper. We're going to check in on the price and just kind of like give an update on how this coin is going because, spoiler, I am an investor of this project. So obviously do your own research before buying it, but I do think this has a lot of potential. And I do think that, they just have an overall great goal behind them. So we're going to talk about all that today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you like these videos. If you have any recommendations on other projects you want to check out, please do so. But today we're going to be talking about Genius Coin. So it's genius-coin.com. So welcome to Genius Coin, DeFi at the service of ecology. I'm not going to go over through all the specifics about this. I'll put a link in the description of my previous video where I check out pretty much everything about this project, but we're just going to go over some high level and just go over some of the updates, etc. So Genius Wallet, 2% of transactions are collected by Genius contract to settle something huge. View the roadmap, which we'll look at. Automatic LP, RFI, static rewards, 3% of transactions distributed to every wallet that holds Genius. So roadmap. So where have we gone? We're in about the announcement. We've passed that. The big thing, dev team will start working on the platform, delivered by the end of Q3. That's kind of where we're at right now. Community, keep pushing the community, keep growing it. And, I'll show you the numbers, but they've definitely grown since the last time I've seen it. And in the real world, Q1 is after a community vote, project will start to be settled in the real world, meeting with all the holders and be planned all over the world to make things happen. The real world will know about Genius. So this is their team, which I alluded to again. I think they all come from a strong background. I think they bring a lot to the table for this project, tons of experience, and I'm kind of happy that they are, in the crypto space, trying to make great projects like Genius. So that's great. Cool. So that's kind of like the overall summary. Let's jump into the white paper because that's where I felt like a lot of the big updates came from. So static rewards, LP acquisition, manual burn, Genius Wallet. This is kind of like their abstract. So is a key to a better world. Our main goal is to act as a bridge between digital and real world. To reach these goals, Genius is following plans. So Genius Wallet, which is made for people who enjoy true abundance. The money collected by it will be used to buy land and help finance green projects, which community will have power over. So that's great. They talk a lot about this on their Twitter, etc. But they want to make sure that, that these projects that they invest in are actually helping the world, and that's a great thing. The staking platform, which will allow Genius holders to make money while financing eco-friendly projects. I do think I talk a lot about charities, projects, etc. And I do think that obviously projects that allocate to, things that make the world better, help plan for the future, ecologically friendly are super important. I can't stress that enough. Genius will act as an incubator for the ecology field to join the crypto world. There are many companies that could help do good using cryptocurrency by creating and funding tokens via our ecosystem. Again, I do think that with a lot of people coming to crypto, not just investors, more and more charity projects, companies that want to be involved, I do think the fact that, crypto being decentralized is that easy way for projects to be seen all around the world and funded. And I think if Genius is kind of like helping them along the way, helping them get into the space and helping them find the investors, help them get the funding, and just working with them as a partner, I think there's a lot of positive things that can happen. Genius Wallet, 2% of every transaction is collected by the Genius contract and sold in BNB, which is reserved collected by the Genius Wallet. Until we're taking over the world, it's not just word. Genius Wallet is here to build the world and make it your own. Make you own it. This is not a charity spent. This is not a charity that spends your money without accountability. Genius Wallet is 100% transparent in every cent spent from it. So they're kind of just alluding at there's a lot of projects out there that say that they're going to donate and you don't get a choice, you don't get a vote. They kind of just donate wherever they think they want to put it in. And so Genius is just saying that they're being transparent, they're letting you be involved in the process and really vote and figure out which projects are the most important and which ones to be, supporting. And I think that's good. Platform, community plus staking. Community is for all about community. The main goal is to allow Genius holders to vote for the projects. And again, people want to feel like they're part of a project, and what better way of like, hey, if obviously investing in it, that they feel like they're really involved in this. I think people like knowing and before Genius, before everything, before crypto, there's tons of people investing in these projects, giving their money to whomever. But the idea is that having a vote where, a large sum of money getting from the project, you got to choose where that's going and actually really make an impact. And Genius is working with these partnerships to make sure that you guys are getting updates, etc. I think is a powerful thing. So let's look at this image. So this is kind of just like their whole idea, where it's kind of like an ecosystem about, investing, growing, and, growing for both the environment and the world, and also your wallet potentially. Cool. Wrong button. Staking, a powerful finance tool that provides incentives for users to hold tokens long term and earn passive incomes. Typically in DeFi, the ROI is determined by volume. We achieve this by different approaches that are determined by a token that joins the platform. For tokens to be deployed with the intention of being staked on the Genius platform, we write a function that reserves a percentage of each transaction we send to the Genius staking pool. This is done through the token smart contract and make the whole procedure both trustless and autonomous. Tokens that have directly been deployed and wish to launch the Genius platform can still do so with a specialized proxy contract that holds the staking pool. To agreement of Genius and token amount of users, tokens are sent to the proxy, distributed amongst the staking pool. So again, the whole idea is that they want to, be this platform for staking, and their idea is that they want to, keep their ecosystem open, and they want to be able to, really have those rewards through staking that you don't potentially get anywhere else, and kind of also making the process as transparent and as safe as possible, with this contract. So I think it's good. They haven't released and I was looking at the roadmap, they haven't released their platform yet, but I know that it's something that they're working on. And again, going back to their team. So for projects like this, we're like, oh, they don't have their platform out yet. And you kind of have to look at the team to see do I trust them to be able to build out a platform that's going to be, says all things that they say, is going to be high quality. And of course, obviously you could look at yourself, you could check out their LinkedIn's, etc. They have the experience and the team to do so. So that's kind of how I do these things. When I do my research is, do I trust the team? Because if the team is solid and that they're building something, then you kind of just like invest in the team and their ideas, and then know that on the roadmap that they have to execute on it. And again, with all the things that they've done in the time that I talked first video, I think that's, really positive. For example, time locking tokens with higher ROIs locked for longer periods of time. So they give examples if you want to know about that. Again, they talk about the team, which I talked about that. They have the CEO of the business, the developer who knows all about how to build it, and then obviously marketing and like business, and the partnerships I think is obviously an important thing. And they have, again, more information about their team. Marketing, half the 1% we dedicate to marketing, and the second half, the 1% we use to improve the platform. So the development of this, that's always important, right? Like if you don't allocate a specific amount, and I think 1% is totally reasonable, how are you going to push the project forward and not stay stagnant? And I think it makes sense that they're doing that. Partnerships, of course, are going to be important because, they need to work with the experts of the ecology field to make sure that they are understanding the environmental, impact that they can have, and then kind of showcasing that and figure out how Genius can work with them. And then static rewards, which I think is just good for any project, and it really has solid tokenomics. 3% of transactions distributed to every wallet that holds Genius. So the more Genius you hold, the bigger rewards you get. I said to myself, I'm a holder. I've realized the amount of, rewards you can get just by holding. So I think that's great. Manual burns, again, just to make sure that the value is there. Aims to implement a burn strategy that's beneficial and working for long term. Total number of Genius burn is featured on our readout. So if you want to learn more about that. And I think the important thing is if you're going to be in this project for the long term, obviously it's important that you're getting the rewards. Obviously it's important about the solid tokenomics because you want to be part of this, because you want to be doing those things on the platform, like voting and following along with all these ecology projects. Automatic liquidity pool, 2% of every transaction collected sold back to BNB and married with 2% remaining before being back to PancakeSwap liquidity. Safety, infinite LP locked. They have a docs team. Community has power. Locked liquidity. Sustainability, again, this is just emphasizing the fact that, that they are planning for the long term. They this Genius wallet is really powering that and like letting them know that this is one of the core functions. And then they're also acting as an incubator, giving other people the opportunity. I guess that's the idea, is that they have this ecosystem that they're developing with their platform, their partnerships, and they want to welcome, anyone that wants to partner with them, being able to. So, cool. Again, we talked about roadmap announcement. Next Q3 was the big thing. So then working on kind of just like the foundation of everything that they're doing, being listed on exchanges. And then Q4 is like the platform launch, etc. People using the platform, people voting on projects, etc. Here's the contract address if you want to buy. This is BNB. So PancakeSwap, MetaMask on browser, Trust Wallet on mobile phone. I feel like is the easiest way to do that. They're launched by Surtac. They're docs if you want to learn all about that. If you want to look at the tokenomics, you can do that here. And then obviously they do all the do your own research, no advice, risk assessments, etc. But again, that's kind of like everything that's going on. And again, I wanted to spend the time because I know they updated this, but obviously jump in and learn more. But static rewards, LP acquisition, manual burn, and then Genius Wallet are kind of the core functions. Their community is at 6,000. I think that's pretty huge. I think that's definitely grown, 3-4 times than initially when I first started. 3,000 followers on Twitter. Oh, and by the way, this guy, Stephen Clark, great YouTuber, check him out. He made a video literally a couple days ago, yesterday, on this. And hear what he has to say. Obviously, don't take my advice. Maybe take his advice. He probably won't. He'll probably say do your own research. But check him out. I do think he gives a lot of good insight. I think his opinion is really good. I'll put a link in the description. And if he's talking about Genius Coin, then he's a good person to be talking about your project. So check for the updates here. They're doing a giveaway, which is great. They're keeping the audience engaged. They just released their white paper, like I mentioned. There's a lot of great community stuff going on. They're very community focused. So definitely keep that in the back of your mind when, potentially investing in this project. So the last thing that I do want to do, because that's the thing you do, is I want to just jump into the price to see. They are on CoinMarketCap. I don't know if they were listed on CoinMarketCap before, but this is the price, 0.001891. And their diluted market cap, 12 million. So let's check. Let's just check at the price real quick. So I guess it's all time. That's fine. So yeah, they launched, or they were on CoinMarketCap. So pretty early on. So this is just looking at from July. There was a dip, and then there's some steady growth. And again, it's kind of like evened out, I guess, is my financial take. But the idea is that their platform is not out yet, right? And I think once their platform is out and people are actually, they're doing like working with these partners, announce who these partners are even more, I think the excitement will be there. I think more and more people will jump into the project. So if you guys want to jump into this, obviously, again, do your own research. This is not financial advice, but I do think that, potentially could be a good time to jump in. 2,000 holders, just kind of see how people are feeling. Anytime I'm curious about a token, I jump into Telegram, see what people are talking about, see what people are saying. And that's it. That's probably the best way to do so. Again, this is my second update on it. I'm going to keep you guys updated on this project. I hope to talk to them in the near future, do a developer interview with them, because I do think they have a lot of interesting things to say. And that's it. That's Genius Coin. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you own Genius Coin, whether you bought it before when I first made the first video, whether you plan to buy it now, or whether you're planning to wait for the platform. Share everything in general. Check them out. They also have a Medium where they post some in-depth stuff about their project in general. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. But thanks everyone for watching. Catch you guys next time.